Bonjour everyone. Today we are going to make the baba au rhum, one of my favorite autumn desserts. It's very simple. And if you remember, we did the brioche a couple weeks ago. It's a pretty similar type of movement. But what's important when you make baba? It is to have a great equipment. Now, Anna from Kitchen Witch store in Subiaco gave me a few options here. I've got a large baba mold, which is really good for large family size, and I've got this one here. It's a donut. So, but anyway, it doesn't matter because the baba au rhum, it's exactly the same shape as the baba au rhum. So, great quality of utensil, equipment, it is very important. Now, Anna from Kitchen Witch in Subiaco and Geneviève will be able to help you on any decision if you want to make any baba. Okay, let's get started. Now, in terms of ingredient, we've got flour, sugar and salt, the yeast, the eggs and the milk. Now, what's important is to make sure you get away from the phone, no any glass of wine, put the kids in front of a TV, just make sure there is no one who's going to disturb you, because as a brioche, the hand's going to be really sticky. Alright, let's get started. So first is I'm pouring a little bit of the warm milk in it. Well, a little bit, I'll just put the whole thing in there. And then a little bit of the flour, and I'm just going to try crack the first egg. And actually what I do is I'm going to crack them all into that container, so I don't need to be so dirty anymore. Voila. Now, up here goes the fingertips. Again. Of course, you gotta make sure you wash your hand before. That makes sense, I think. And there we go. One more egg. And it starts to really look like a very gooey consistency dough. Go. A little bit of flour. Try to keep the well into shape so it's easier and you don't have any mess all around. As I got another 2 eggs to go. What's important also here in a baba is the incorporation of the eggs. That is massively very important. Okay? So here we go. And as you see, my hand work like a hooks. Sorry for the French people. I don't know if you're gonna get or used to my English, but I tried to do my best not to hide the accent. We all love the accent. My glass is falling apart. Last egg. And I'm just going to try to keep everything clean around me. There we go. Now I can start to get some more flour happening. There we go. That looks really good. I'm probably going to make a big baba, I think. I think the family would love it, especially the kid. Now, of course, if you got any kids, the rum baba can be made without rum. You know, you can just put the rum in your own plate. But for the kids, of course, we might have to avoid any alcohol. There we go. It's very sticky. Just gonna try to grab all the ingredients. And there we go. Best friend, the scraper. I don't know if you remember, 2 weeks ago I used it for the brioche, and I'll use this for every dough I am making. So there we go. Nice and sticky, and that's exactly what you are looking for. Do you understand why you can't answer the phone really? Because I can't take the dough off my fingers. Yeah. That makes my kids laughing. Et voilà. Of course, if you got jewelry like I do have, you gotta make sure you're counting your rings. Otherwise you might lose one in the dough, which it won't be so pleasant for the one who will be eating that little baba. Good, very good. Now with the palm of your hand, you just work the dough. And what we need to do now is to make sure this dough, before we put in the butter, doesn't stick so much on my hand and the table. Now remember, this is a baba, so you must remove any doughs stick in your finger. Whew. It's not finished, huh? You think it's finished, but it's not. And there we go. Now remember, this is a really good friend, scraper. Alright, there we go. Now, second hand, like the brioche. Bam. Up. Up.